What have I told you? Mercedes just built a machine so aggressive, so futuristic, that it makes even the ultra-rare Maybach Virgil Abloh look like yesterday's news? Yes, the 2026 AMG GT XX is here. And it's not just a car, it's a statement. Today, we're comparing the raw performance monster, the AMG GT XX, against one of the most exclusive luxury icons ever made, the Maybach Virgil Abloh Project. Performance versus prestige. Speed versus status. Future versus fashion. Let's break it down. If you love high-performance machines, cutting-edge technology, and luxury that turns heads instantly, make sure you subscribe. Because today, we're not just reviewing a car. We're witnessing a shift in Mercedes history. The 2026 AMG GT XX is Mercedes-AMG's bold step into the next generation of electrified performance. This isn't just an update. It's a revolution. Hybrid-assisted high-performance powertrain. Over 800-plus horsepower expected. Next-gen aerodynamics. Fully digital AMG cockpit. Aggressive wide-body stance. This car is built for speed. Built for domination. Built for drivers. It's low. It's sharp. It looks like it escaped from the year 2035. Every line screams aggression. Now compare that to the Maybach Virgil Abloh. The Maybach Virgil Abloh Project was a collaboration between Mercedes-Maybach and fashion icon Virgil Abloh. Only 150 units were ever made. It's rare. It's stylish. It's cultural. Two-tone black and sand color. Luxury focusé interior. Ultra-premium materials. But here's the truth. It's built for presence. Not performance. Let's talk power. Fire AMG GT XX. Expected 800-plus horsepower. AMG performance tuning. 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 3 seconds. Race-inspired suspension. Driver-focused cockpit. Fire Maybach Virgil Abloh. Around 496 horsepower. S-Class Maybach platform. Built for comfort. Smooth, soft suspension. Chauffeur-style rear seat experience. Now ask yourself, do you want to be driven? Or do you want to drive? The AMG GT XX is built to attack corners. The Maybach is built to glide over potholes. One is adrenaline. The other is relaxation. And in today's world, performance dominates attention. The AMG GT XX represents the future of Mercedes performance. Advanced hybrid system. AI-assisted driving tech. Fully digital performance telemetry. Lightweight materials. Aggressive aerodynamic engineering. The Maybach Virgil Abloh. It's beautiful, but it's based on an older luxury platform. Its appeal is artistic. The AMG GT XX appeal is engineering dominance. And engineering ages better than fashion. The Maybach says, I have arrived. The AMG GT XX says, I own the road. The GT XX has wider stance, sharper LED lighting, sport-focused proportions, lower center of gravity. The Maybach is elegant and classy. But elegance doesn't win races. The AMG GT XX looks like it hunts supercars. Yes, the Maybach Virgil Abloh is limited to 150 units. But exclusivity alone doesn't guarantee long-term relevance. The AMG GT XX represents where Mercedes is going. And owning the future is more powerful than owning a moment in time. So, is the 2026 AMG GT XX better than the Maybach Virgil Abloh Project? If you value speed, technology, performance, driving experience, future innovation, then yes, absolutely. The Maybach is art. The AMG GT XX is evolution. One is a luxury masterpiece. The other is a performance revolution. And revolutions always rewrite history. If you had the money, would you choose elite luxury? What if I told you? True power is not about speed. What if real dominance isn't about 0 to 60 times, but about presence? Today, we're talking about two completely different philosophies from Mercedes-Benz. The aggressive, futuristic 2026 AMG GT XX versus the ultra-rare, ultra-luxurious Maybach Virgil Abloh Project. One screams performance. The other whispers power. And in this video, I'm going to explain why the Maybach Virgil Abloh Project is actually the superior machine that, if you appreciate real luxury, timeless design, and cultural impact, this video is for you. Because today, we're not just comparing cars. We're comparing mindsets. The Maybach Virgil Abloh Project is more than transportation. It is a collector's statement. Only 150 units were ever produced worldwide. That alone changes everything. The AMG GT XX may be powerful, but power can be reproduced. Exclusivity cannot. The Maybach Virgil Abloh represents cultural collaboration with Virgil Abloh, a bridge between luxury automotive and high fashion, a limited production run, a piece of modern art on wheels. When you own the Maybach Virgil Abloh, you don't just own a vehicle, you own history. Let's talk comfort. The Maybach Virgil Abloh is built on the S-Class Maybach platform, one of the smoothest riding vehicles ever engineered. Inside you get executive rear seating, massaging seats, champagne-level ride comfort, acoustic insulation, handcrafted materials. Now compare that to the AMG GT XX. The GT XX is stiff, low, aggressive, driver-focused. But here's the truth. Most people don't spend their lives on a racetrack. They spend it in traffic, on highways, at business meetings. The Maybach gives you peace. The AMG gives you pressure. Luxury is about effortlessness. The AMG GT XX demands attention, but the Maybach commands respect. When a Maybach pulls up, people don't think race car. They think, billionaire, head of state, cultural icon. The two-tone black and sand finish is unmistakable. The chrome accents, the Maybach grille, the subtle branding. It doesn't shout. It doesn't need to. And in elite circles, subtle power speaks louder than speed. Here is where the Maybach wins clearly. The 2026 AMG GT XX is a production performance car. Yes, it's exciting, but performance cars depreciate. Limited edition collaborations? They appreciate. The Maybach Virgil Abloh Project. Only 150 units. Cultural significance. Tied to Virgil Abloh's legacy. Already considered collectible. 10 years from now, the AMG GT XX will be compared to newer models. But the Maybach Virgil Abloh? It will be remembered as a moment in design history. That's not just ownership. That's investment. The AMG GT XX is for someone who wants speed, adrenaline, corner carving, track days. The Maybach Virgil Abloh is for someone who wants legacy, status, comfort, influence, timelessness. Ask yourself this. Would you rather impress people for 10 seconds at a traffic light or impress them for decades in boardrooms? Yes, the AMG GT XX may produce 800+ horsepower, but power isn't always measured in numbers. Real power is measured in exclusivity, influence, cultural impact, ownership rarity. The Maybach Virgil Abloh Project carries emotional power, design power, historical power, and those things outlast engine specifications. Which is better? If you want speed, choose the AMG GT XX. But if you want timeless luxury, cultural prestige, investment value, unmatched comfort, a vehicle that represents success, then the Maybach Virgil Abloh Project stands above. Because true greatness isn't loud. It's rare. Tell me, would you choose aggressive performance or legendary luxury?